Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Project Ozone Lite. We are here hanging out with the cows. The cows are going to be what we're going to be messing with today. In just a minute, I have some stuff I need to show you first. But first off, once again, welcome to all the new subscribers. We are adding quite a few a day. I appreciate all the support. Thank you all very, very much. It sounds kind of cliche to say like that, but I mean it. And it doesn't come off, I don't come off as heartfelt as I should, and I don't know why it is. But I do. It amazes me of all the support I'm getting just to sit here and play some Minecraft with you all. I absolutely love this game, and I love playing it with other people. So, thank you very, very much. So, let us get to what we got to look at today. First, I have finally done a little bit of work. And there we go. Froze up. I've cleaned up the base a little bit. We still got storage issues. We're going to work on that. Maybe next episode. I've got some Certus quartz. Should be enough to get us at least started. So that's kind of what we're going to, I got to work on getting some more power. We're still running off just our little Stirling generator. We've got all kinds of power in our capacitor here. But I've cleaned all this up. We've made this pad bigger. I still may make it just a little bit bigger. I'm not sure yet. I want to bring some of the Botania stuff back here. We got started with the Botania to get to the lavender and get to making the drops for the sea lantern. We've got that part taken care of now. I'll show you that. I still have not upgraded the mob farm yet. We're going to be doing that here pretty soon because we're going to be needing a lot more bones. I want to get started on growth crystals. That's kind of where we're at. I have done quite a bit of grinding as far as our mystical agriculture grows. I have made these guardian seeds. Basically, let's see here. We've got, we need prismarine shards, we need prismarine crystals. I had to go sit and fish for probably 35-40 minutes before I got enough fish to make one seed. We do have the solarium dagger now. I went in my little mining hole and just searched and searched and searched until I got a few mobs to drop their mob souls. Or not mob souls, but mob chunks. We got some experience chunks. Fertilized essence we are now getting because I am picking these things every time they grow. I'm going to eventually, this is not going to be our final setup for these crops. This is just going to be kind of my grow area where, like right now I don't even have water seeds here. These are stone seeds. I've got dirt seeds. I've got fire seeds over here. Now these don't have any kind of growth crystals or anything underneath them, but I'm working on that. This is the only one that has been boosted as far as growing speed wise goes. But I'm going to get, basically using this to get enough seeds to go into the mining dimension. We'll set up our automated crops there. The only thing we're going to automate are the ones that we really need. Stuff like these stone seeds and dirt seeds, we're going to make them. We'll get us a stack of seeds, and then we'll just put them off to the side, and if we need them, we'll have them. Our Inferium seeds are now tier 5. So every time we hit one of these, we are getting 5 pieces of Inferium. So we are now collecting quite a bit. I am ready to get a farm set up with these. We're not going to do that today. But but maybe here pretty soon, because we got to start collecting a ton of these. So, but as far as today goes, we are going to work on setting up a milking area. We want, especially this one, we need to get into getting us some Eulerium. Basically, we're going to take these cows to the mining dimension and set them all up there. We should be able to chunk load it, and it'll should have no problem at all working. Now, I've messed around in the tutorial world and had figured this out. I know, you know, was trying to figure out a way, because there's no kind of milking machine in this pack. So I went back and got to thinking about some of the stuff that I'd done in FTB Beyond, and that's where I've come up with this idea. So that is what we're going to do today. Now we'll do this later. I've got a bunch of quests that we need to complete. We'll do that later. I think that's all of them I've got. It is. So that's kind of where we are at for today. So let us head to the mining dimension. Oh, I've moved all of our lava generation down here. I have got the superheating elements underneath all of these, and it took maybe 20 minutes to fill this barrel up, or this drum up. We've got 4 million buckets of lava. I'm going to work on doing a few magmatic generators, just as a way of setting up, you know, a base source of power until we can get enough stuff to get a reactor going. And then we're going to get this area down here is just going to be I'm going to put a capacitor bank set up down here so we can store some power. We will probably put most of our applied energetic stuff back down here, just to kind of hide it out of the way. So let us go. Boop. In here. So we're going to go. We've got the Botania stuff set here. I think we'll just mark us out a spot right out here. Why are we not? Oop, 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 oop. That'll work. We're just going to set up one cow for now. I'll show you all how I plan on doing this, and then I'll do the rest of these, you know, off camera as we get cows that we need. So we're going to be using mechanical users. We can place it down facing this way. We're going to have to put that there. I think that should work. We're going to need our item conduit. We should be able to actually just use one here. And we're going to use a Moo Fluid tank. So I have a filter. I'm hoping I can do it with this filter without having to make the advanced filter. If we have to make the advanced filter, we will have to make some more machines. So let us put our cow in here. Now this cow, if we put our bucket in here, we want it on right click. We'll set this to upper left slot only, and we want to switch this to entity, and boom, there we go, we have milk. So we should be able to put that in there. Extract, always active. So if we put that in there, actually we're going to want this set on in out. We're going to insert on green, or extract on green, so that should be set. Now we want to insert on green, and now we've got Eulerium in here. So we want to change this to where we're going to extract on, we'll make it blue. We want to put an item filter in here and we'll put a bucket just to make sure it doesn't take a full bucket out. And we want in out. We want extract on green, insert on blue, and it should have put a bucket. Wait. Extract, always active. Oh, we need to change our all. Extract, always active. Now, why are you not taking our bucket out of here? Oh, because I got this on the wrong thing. We want to insert on in out, insert on green, extract on blue. We want our item filter, and we want our bucket. Did that take it out that time? Yes, it did. And now we can put our drum on top, set this thing up to where it is pushing, and there we go. We now have a milking process. So we can set up as many of these as we want. It doesn't take any kind of power. It's just a matter of letting these things cool down and go. So, before I take off from here, let us set up. We want boop, 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 boop. And let's chunk load these areas. Now, these don't have a timer on them like they used to. They'd show you the cooldown period on it, and for some reason it doesn't on this one. So now it's just a matter of sitting here and waiting. I want to make sure this is going to go again before we take off. So give me just a minute, and then I will bring you guys right back. Alright, we are back. It didn't take too long. It does work. We got everything set up. So now we can set all these up that we want to. I've got enough to do a few more, and we can just start collecting all of these cows. So I will do that all off camera. I just kind of wanted to show you all how to do this. So there we go. We now have milking. So let us head back home. And I've got a couple machines that I want to get made today. And of course it's raining. I tell you what, let me wait till this rain stops. I'm going to get some stuff together, and then I will bring you guys back. I am still waiting for nighttime to come. It's fixing to come, but there's something I wanted to show you. We have gone through and I've made the painting machine. That's how we've got no torches around it. You know, I painted some glowstone up. But one thing I just now noticed, if you look through the rain, you can actually see where all I've placed these. I'd never noticed that before. You can see them all the way down the path there and everywhere. I'd never noticed that. So I just kind of wanted to show you all that right quick. Alright, nighttime come. I have slept the rain away finally, and we are ready to move on to our next bit. Now, one of the things we talked about before getting into applied energetics was we needed, I should have went the other way. We needed, for these controllers, we need these plates. In order to make these plates, we need a compactor. So that is what we are going to make right quick. So I can go ahead and have that machine ready to go for when we get started on that. So our compactor here, pretty basic. We need some bronze, which I'd already had made up. machine frame, piston, reception coil, and copper gears. We've already kind of got everything ready to go. So we're going to put this over here with our other thermal foundation stuff. Let's get us some energy conduit, and we are getting power. So this should give us the presses that we need. Or not presses, but the plates that we need. Let's grab a piece of platinum and let's throw it in here and see what we do. Now I don't know if we're going to need very many of these presses, at least, or these plates. Looks like that's all for just that. Let's go over here to the rest of the plates. No, for the most part it looks like they're just kind of parts. Oh, we are going to need those for the tier 3. But that's not that many. I mean, we will need some of them later on, but that's alright. So we've now got our plate issue taken care of. We can get into that or start getting stuff together ready for applied energistics, which is great. I can get rid of the rest of these chests and we'll be all nice and pretty and taken care of. So as far as what else, we got a couple of mechanism things we need to do. We still haven't finished the rest of our stuff for that. So we need to look at what we're going to need for. We need enrichment chamber that we need to make. So let us work on that right quick. If I could spell. Now, the thing with mechanism, you start off, you've got just the basic chamber. Then you can add other stuff to it and make these different factories. And the higher the tier of the factory that you make, the more items and the faster it will go. So, but for now, we're just going to make the basic one. We need some steel, osmium. I think I've still got some steel left. I do. Got some osmium. We got an osmium cow. We had some cows spawn while I was building the platform and everything. We got a osmium cow to spawn. We got a molten conductive iron to spawn, and I think that was it. I think there was a couple others that I killed off. It wasn't anything that we needed. So let us make this. Let's make 2. And we need those, which I don't think I made but just one of those. I did. So we need, what was that? Redstone and osmium in here. Redstone, osmium. What else are we going to need? Iron and redstone. Easy enough. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I already had a stack of iron on me. Alright. So there is our enrichment chamber. And there is another quest complete. This painting machine, we're going to move. Let's put that there. We'll put the painting machine for here right now. And let us get a couple diamonds run through here. Alright, so let's put that in there because we are still working on completing some of these other quests. for these for the different mechanism things. Once I get all this stuff made, I can start working on getting us a way of making more power. But for this one, yeah, that's easy enough. We got one of those, and we need one of these. So let's put that in there, and let's put that in there. I think this is probably going to be the structure of most of our episodes, unless it's something that we're doing, you know, like we get into applied energistics and, you know, some of the other stuff, we'll wind up spending an entire episode on stuff like that. But on some of these smaller episodes, probably wind up doing what we're going to do and then work on just completing a few quests at the end of it, because we've got a lot of stuff that we need to do. Atomic core is that with that, which we needed. That's why. And I don't have my obsidian. We used it for something else. I got some coal done up because I'm going to be getting ready to make some more steel. So there is that. We need this. Let's do one of those and one of those. And we need that. Uh-oh. Let's get rid of the rest of our diamond here. Well, we'll go ahead and make these two, and we'll just empty it. So we need the atomic alloy, which is the refined obsidian that we're making, and the last one that we made. And just dump the rest of it. So there is that, and there is that. Now, the reason why I have all these set up this way, we've got room behind all these run pipes and everything, so we'll be able to very easily run any kind of AE2 cables up in here and you know, automate the process of all this stuff. That way we've got it as we need it. So there is that done. While I'm thinking about it, there's something else that I wanted to do. Actually, we'll wait till we do that. So we need to look at these three here, which are that, that, and that. So I've got to redo all of what we just done. I'll take care of that in just a minute. First things first, I want to make some more growth crystals. Now, I've already made up the sea lanterns. We're making that with our crops over there. But for the most part, it is, at least tier 1s are fairly easy once you get all your guardian stuff. So look at our growth crystals here. Basically, you need compressed bone blocks, which is basically nothing but bones. That is why we are going to need to get our mob farm up and running. I've pretty much used all the bones that I have now. Then we just need iron, and then we need this dirty glass. The dirty glass is any kind of glass with soul sand. So we can make that. And now we should be able to make us a handful of these. What did I run out of? I run out of iron. We are getting pretty close. I realize we are running close on all our supplies. You know, I shut the mob farm off. The mob farm we were getting too much stuff. I haven't done any kind of actual for real mining in a while. But now, we put these down. I don't want to necessarily put these here, but we're going to for now. if we put these right underneath here, these all work kind of in a, what is it? Yeah, it works in a 9x9 farm. We can put all these underneath here, and this will speed this up like crazy, even with them being just tier 1s. So we'll be able to get this stuff a little bit faster. Of course, it's nighttime, and for some reason I've realized that during night it slows the speed of these crops down. I don't know why that is. I noticed it in Sky Factory. So as you can see, we are getting, it's growing, they're growing back up pretty quick, and we'll probably just use nothing but tier 1s underneath these until we can get into our nether star seeds, which I think I got enough stuff to be pretty close to being able to make these things. We've got to make these insaniums, which are, you know, is a ton of supremium. But we are loading up on that, so hopefully by, you know, the next episode or the one after, we'll be able to make at least, all we need to do is make one nether star seed. Once we get one nether star seed, we can start making more. Now the only problem with these things is in order to use these things to grow, we have to make these nether star cruxes, which is what we need the souls for. And I don't know how, if you got to put them underneath every single block, or exactly how they work. I never got that. I've never used these the additions before, so we're gonna have to get into that. And then the other thing is we can actually make awakened seeds, and they also have to have a crux underneath them. So it's going to be a little bit of the whole field's already grown back up over there. So that is going to be a little bit of a process to go through. So right quick, I am going to work on making these last few pieces that we need. Basically it was just the same things over. We got to make some more of the different alloys, and then I'll craft all these up together with you all, and I will be back. Alright, we are back. I should have everything we need here to make these. So let us go over here. So for our first one, there is that made. Have already made that. There we go. And then we need that one made. That makes our elite. And finally, our ultimate. So there is all of that. Now I need to empty out inventory space. Oh man, I tell you what. Getting some storage done up soon is now officially my main goal. Alright, so quest time. Let's take out some of these. Now we finally are down here. We can do this digital miner. What is that? We'll worry about that later. Anyway, we've got quite a few of these here to take care of. We're going to take care of all of them here at once. I want that one. Alright, let's open these up. Nice, we got us a growth crystal after just making a bunch of them. Black lotuses, those come in handy when I first made, there's a blaze charm, when I first made all of our guardian stuff. More black lotuses, another heating element, and some more mana steel. Not necessarily that bad. We don't need the blaze charm, and we will hold on to that. Let's go ahead and put this down here with the rest of them. My goal is to pretty quick at least have these around all of these. I don't want to get the crops here growing too awful fast. I want that in somewhere else because I do not want this area to become too laggy. So now, as far as completing our agriculture quest, now basically all I've done is the different tiers of the Inferium, and then we've done a few of the crafting seeds. So basically the way all of this works is with the crafting seeds, you start with your base crafting seed, and then you just surround it by each level of essence. And then as we did each level of essence, we got that taken care of. So that is, why did that one come back up? So that's how we got through all these. And as I did all of these, it was as I was getting those leveled up. So let's go ahead. I tell you what. Oops. Let's do that. Let's do this one. Let's do that one. Let's do, oh, we get an extra heart out of that. Awesome. It's funny how now all of a sudden I'm like, oh hey, we get hearts, yay. Before I didn't think they were any good for us. So there is all of those. Let's go ahead, take our heart. We are up to 6. Got a cave spider charm again. A gas charm. Nature core. What are those for? Let's see here. Absolutely nothing. Let's see here. Random things. I have no idea. I'll have to look that up. More glowstone. More charms. And even more charms. So we are loaded for charms. I need to find out what those are for. So let us go back to our book. We still have not unlocked the Draconic Evolution one. Now that we've got our essence crops going, I'm going to work on these watering cans. Basically, they're just the same things over and over and over again, just higher levels. You know, it's basically just the same thing that we got to keep crafting over and over again until we get up. See, to go from this one, we got to do this one. Yeah, which is easy enough. This takes refined obsidian, which not necessarily hard to do. We'll have to make an osmium compressor. This does a 7x7. It's still just, you know, it's just step up, step up, step up, step up. And then our last one, which is the Supremium, This one I'd love to have. This one would actually cover every bit of what we have here. So that is, I'm going to be working towards that. And I think that is going to be all, because I want to get down here to these imaginary time blocks. These things are awesome. I don't know why more people don't use the Quantum Flux mod. I was a huge fan of Quantum Flux, and it was one of the other mods that he done for 1.7. I loved them. So that's kind of where we are. Basically off camera, I'm going to work on finishing probably these seeds, work on these. We'll get into these furnaces here pretty soon, and I'm going to work on these. Probably next episode, like I said, we're going to try to get into applied energistics. So with that, I think we're going to go ahead and call it. So I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.